Howdy guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks for clicking on the video. So today we've got a really special adventure. I'm back out in the Perth hills in an absolutely gorgeous spot. We're in peak wildflower season. It's starting to heat up, which means the bugs are starting to come out and snakes are starting to come out. So those are two things that are definitely got to be mindful of. But the main objective today is to cook a 5-star meal, bush style, on a fire and get some delicious flavors. So I've got an absolute treat in store for that. I'm so excited. It's just an overnighter, but look at it out here. All the flowers, all the bush, all the flies are on my face and I couldn't be happier. So I'm going to take you guys along with me. Let's go. Now, normally when I'm camping, food is just a necessity. It's something that comes along. I want it to be quick and I want it to be easy. But the luxury of doing this one night trip is I can really indulge a little bit more. I can bring a bit more weight. I can bring some more perishable items, things that tend to taste better. So I don't want to give too much away, but I'm really excited for dinner tonight. But for now, got about a 4K hike, a little bit uphill down to a cool camp spot. I think you guys have seen it before. I'll show you some of the cool scenes, some of the flowers, some of the flies along the way, and then we'll get set up. Now, this plant here, I believe, is a kangaroo paw. I don't know the actual name for it, but I've never seen one of these. It's amazing, like you get these distinct flowers, like early wildflower season, it's all the yellow wattles everywhere. Now we kind of get, big spider web, these like purple and pink ones and blues are all becoming prominent. But these are, I haven't seen these ones out here, so it's awesome. Must just be the time of year, but man, how beautiful are those colors. There's lots and lots of kangaroos around today. A big, massive one, twice the size of me, just was heading my way. And I look over and he's like coming straight at me, and then he just stops and looks and just does a complete pivot and goes the other way. It's a good thing they're not aggressive. Here we are at our campsite. Set up. Alright guys, and just like that, got a real basic setup going. So just my usual tent setup. Said now it's time for the most important part of the day, and that is to get the stove set up. Alright, so we've got this pre-existing little setup here. Basically hasn't been used for a while, it's pretty overgrown. But this right here is going to be my cooking rock. So nice and flat. Basically fire's going to go here. I'm going to build up a little bit of a platform around like that, and then it's going to serve as like a stove, and then we can cook on this rock here. So let's get things adjusted. All right, and so we've got this setup going now. So the fire's going to be in here, and there's a bit of a gap between where these rocks are set up on this hot stone here it will be, and the fire. So the idea is this stone should heat up nicely, and then we should get a cooking surface on top there. Or that's what I'm really hoping for. So we will see. But I need to clean this stone off now, so I'm going to take it down to the river. So just going to use a little fire lighter to get things started today. I just ran and took shelter in my tent. Luckily, everything stayed fairly dry. I mentioned rain earlier in the video, and I didn't think that it would be a good idea to just straight away put my fire on my tent to stop everything from getting wet, but it sounds like it's just letting up, so we might have to check on that fire. I don't know if it would have survived. There was a decent little bit of rain there. Let's go check it out. Oh my God, the fire survived deep inside. So basically, the idea is to build up a really big bed of coals so I can cook some potatoes in there. How good the coals will get, we shall see. It is raining on me. I may have to go back into the tent. I think we'll have to go back into the tent, but I'll show you what I got. That's the exciting part. So as the universe tries to rain on my parade again, I will show you what we are having for dinner. The least exciting part is asparagus. Now we're going to be cooking the asparagus wrapped in alfoil in the coals of the fire, should the rain allow. Now, to go along with that, we have some beautiful royal blue potatoes. Now they're going to be wrapped in alfoil and they're going to be cooked on the coals. They are going to be cooked in. I've got olive oil in a Ziploc bag, double bagged. Probably one of the most important things to double bag, or just get a smarter way to transport it. Now, to quench the thirst, peach iced tea, not bad. And the main event, the absolute main event in here, is I've got two of the juiciest looking lamb steaks that you could get. Now the reason it's like this is to keep it at a nice temperature while I hiked in here, and it's still cool to touch, so there shouldn't be any food poisoning in this tent tonight. But that is it. How exciting is that? And all right, in the kitchen, let's get these potatoes covered up and we'll get them on in the fire. Let's hope campfire tastes good. Let's hope that is all the seasoning we need. All right, just like that, package of goodness. Let's get it on the fire. All right. So let's move some of these coals around and let's get the potatoes just sitting in there where they're getting some heat. Woo. So if you take a look, we got some lovely potatoes there in the coals. You know, what I love about coming out here and doing stuff like this is, you know, I've come to this spot 4 or 5 times in the past, and it's amazing how when you return to a spot through the seasons, you can see the change in the landscape. I mean, when I came here peak winter, this is all pretty bare. Like the grass is really short, it's very green, whereas now we sort of have these really tall grasses going from all the sunlight after all the rain in winter. It's really, really interesting. You get all the different bugs coming out. It's fascinating, and it pretty much leads to a completely different experience every single time, which is really, really nice. It's really nice that you can come to the same place and just experience completely different things. And I think that's really the appeal of nature. All right, potatoes have been cooking for about half an hour or so, so I've got everything else out here. Asparagus, just packed it up off the camera, ready to go in. We've got the lamb steaks still yet to be revealed, but they're going to be coming out very shortly. And peach iced tea. Let's go chuck that in the fridge. All right, now the rudimentary fridge may have some mosquito larvae in it, but it shall do the job. Just wedge that guy in there, and let's hope that doesn't go anywhere and it keeps it cool. It'll keep it cool. Here we go. Still cold to touch. Some lamb-laid steaks in there. So that's what we're cooking in the bush oven, or the bush stove. So let's get them out, let's get them oiled up, and let's get them on the stove. I don't know if you can hear that, but that is sizzling. Wow. Oh no, I haven't oiled it enough. If only you could smell this. Obviously one side of the steak's done, or the lamb steak's done better than the others, but the asparagus and potatoes are letting out some aromas. Whoa, it's looking good. It's looking very good. There's a heap of rain coming through now, but it is what it is. I'm too far in to worry about getting a little bit wet. That's all right. That is okay, because we have food. Just trying to crisp the edges of the steaks a little bit. It's really starting to come down now. Well. All right, let's get these bad boys off. Two delicious lamb steaks there. Now for the potatoes. Let's check them out. Whoa. Perfection. They should be cooked through, because they're pretty hot. Woo! Steaming. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Right. Asparagus is also looking good. Let's get that on there. Oof. Check out dinner there. We've got lamb steaks, we've got asparagus, we've got roasted potatoes, all cooked on the fire. I'm getting pretty wet, so I'm gonna retreat to my tent and enjoy this. I'll see you there. Now, as I've just set up in my tent to get out of the rain, I've realized I've left my drink in the fridge. Silly man. Let's give everything a taste test on camera. Asparagus. Slightly raw, but extremely tasty. Can't go wrong. Let's give potato a go. I'm gonna munch into this roasted corner. Oh. That's gonna be one of the best plain roasted potatoes I've ever had. It's definitely just the context of going through the work to do it, but God, it tastes good. Now, the most important thing is the meat. I cooked it through. I have no idea what the flavor is going to be like from that rock. It tastes good. It's tough, but it tastes good. That bite would have been a bit funny, me trying to chew my way through that, but how's this for a feed? That's my first time attempting to cook on a fire like that, and pretty happy with it, in all honesty. Pretty happy with it. Well, it stopped raining, so I can come out and enjoy the rest of my dinner. Cheers. I was able to come back and grab my drink thanks to the break in the rain. You always need a beverage to wash this type of food down with. It's not the best beverage in the world, but it is a beverage. All right, I am very, very well fed. That was a dense meal, but it was very, very delicious. Tenfold, because it was cooked on the bush stove. Now, it's really nicened up here since that rain came by. The sun's out, bugs come with it. But this is awesome. All right. I'm gonna hang out by the fire until it starts getting a bit darker, get some nice clips, and really just enjoy the evening because, oh, it's a ripper. It really is. I just hiked up to get some quick reception but it's a pretty good spot to enjoy the sunset. So yeah, wow, the rain's clear. It's just turned into such a nice afternoon. You can see the moon is up behind me. All right, dessert, very simple, tortina. It's just a dark chocolate with cocoa solids inside. Sounds delicious. It is delicious. Ultimately, today was a success. I'm feeling pretty knackered. The combination of running in and out of the tent to escape the rain, keeping the fire going, and paying attention to make sure I'm cooking everything correctly leads to one tired person. But basically, this is where I'm going to end off tonight. I'm going to sit around, I'm going to enjoy the fire until it gets a little bit darker. Beautiful skies surround. And then I'm going to go to bed, and then I'll see you in the morning because I've got more bush stove ideas for breakfast. So, good night, see you tomorrow. Good morning from inside this sunny tent. It rained quite a lot last night, which was quite nice. And yeah, it's about 8:15, so I actually slept in today. But so plan this morning is try and get that fire going again. Hopefully the rain didn't dampen things too much. Get the bush stove cooking and then make a bit of a mean breakfast before we pack up and get out of here. But I haven't checked the weather today, but it's looking a lot sunnier outside than last night, so it should dry everything off for me. I'll see you down by the fire. First course this morning while I wait for the fire to really heat up and not smoke me out. Alright, we need to change spots. As I was saying, first course this morning is going to be a coffee, and then we've got a cafe grade bacon and avocado on, no, I'm losing my marbles. Eggs and avocado on toast, which will be cafe grade, is what I was supposed to say. And that's going to be on the bush stove. The bush stove's working hard this morning. I've probably been up for an hour trying to get it going really good, but get the toast going. Let's see how the eggs go. I'm going to crack them this way because it's on a little bit of an angle. This is going to be very, very interesting. No! Oh. The bush stove. The bush stove. I wonder if I can adjust it a bit so it's flatter. I'm not so sure about this bush stove. Oh no. Let's see, we'll try one more. I'll see if I can balance it on there. Oh, you idiot. Oh. Okay. Alright, so that's one of the saddest things that's probably happened to me in my life, but the updated plan is I'm just going to boil an egg. So, oops, camera's going down. But that's okay, we gave it a shot. We gave it a shot. So it's going to be a singular egg, because I just wasted 2 eggs, precious eggs these days, which I hate, absolutely despise wasting food. But that's alright. Woo. Not a bad avocado. We're gonna have deconstructed. I'm just gonna have avocado on toast because I'm really hungry. Good thing you can't go wrong with it. I got a bit of a crunch out of the toast. Not bad at all. Just like that, the overnight bush stove trip comes to a close. All I've got left to do is put out the fire and pack up my tent and my bag. Pretty eventful. Success last night, no success this morning. Rain showers going on, plenty of bugs about, but it didn't stop me from having a great time. That's what I love about these overnighters, is no matter how uncomfortable it can get at times, you know, it's just a short one and you'll be back in the comfort of your own home soon. But we've seen 4 seasons throughout these 24 or less 18 hours that I've been out here, and it's been another great trip. So I hope that comes across in the video. Check out my channel if you want to see more adventures very similar to this one, and I'll see you soon for another one. Thanks for watching. Walk through a big spider web on that one.